Hey guys, just got back from vacation yesterday, so I do a tank update from after a week being gone. So everything appears to be all right. No fish losses, anything like that. I always have the person who watches the tank do a, just the bare minimum. So I will talk about one thing though that does happen every time I go on vacation. I don't have the tank. Person who watches my tank always struggled with the seaweed grazers. So I would come home and there'd be seaweed that floated off, wrapped around power heads. It was a complete mess. So I quit having her do that. So my fish go without a week without their seaweed, which in turn, now the tanks is whatever, they make sure and they'll clean, algae off or whatever. There's not a whole lot of algae in my tank, but whatever is there, they clean it. No big deal. Angelfishes, however, even the emperor, who doesn't really bother coral, even the ones that don't bother coral at all will, go after coral. So I came home to a few coral, nothing dead, but you could tell they were nipped on a little bit, So anyway, other than that, no losses or anything like that. So I got in last night from Mexico, and I went ahead and I did my weekly water change this morning. I always got to keep up with that, so I made sure last night when I got home I mixed salt water and tested the water. Everything, all the parameters are good. I didn't expect it to, but it does show you something else too. And I do try really hard not to put my hands in my fish tank unless I have to. It does show you that things really looked good when I got home last night. Obviously the glass needed to be cleaned, but it does show you the importance of not putting your hands in the fish tank is like very minimal, very minimally. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you can't help it, but it'd be like a rare occurrence, put it that way. There's no need to go in there and adjust this, adjust that. You know what I mean? Continuously putting your hands in the tank. If you leave it alone and let things just run its course in natural environment, you're not stressing out fish, you're not stressing out coral. Don't move coral all over the place. Put it where you want it and then let it go. I found that out to be. When I came back, when I got in last night, it was around 7. I got home around 7, 8 o'clock, and my fish tank, the corals were poofy. It looked wonderful. Aside from needing to clean the glass and obviously regular maintenance like the skimmer and whatever. So, give that a try. Take a look. Take a few minutes, take a look at it, and you'll see a difference. It's crazy. So, and I do try that myself. To keep my hands out of my tank the best I can. That's something I work on because it is a habit. Like, let me move this around. Let me fix that rock or that coral. Try your best. I get if something tips over or something. You know what I mean? You got to put it upright or whatnot, or occasionally you have to move something. But for the most part, keep it as natural as possible. And natural isn't us putting our hands in there. You know what I'm saying? So it's better just to to keep the hands out of there as much as possible. I'm telling you, you'll be happier for it. So other than that, everything looked pretty good. So I'm happy with that. So anyway, thought I'd give you a little update and a little hint at, it can be done. You can leave for a week, have somebody watch your tank. I just had her feed the tank, and I also had her watch. I have a 10-gallon auto top off, which did run down to about maybe 2 or 3 gallons left in my 10-gallon reservoir. I did have her add 5 gallons of RO water I had up here in jugs to that. Other than that, that's it. I don't want her to put her hand in the tank. I don't want her to clean. I don't want her to do anything other than feed the fish. And I partition my fish. I showed you how I did that. Best way to do it. So no problems here. I don't worry. Again, I don't chase numbers, so I don't have an Apex or something where it sends you alerts and alarms that this is wrong or that number's off. I couldn't handle that on vacation, because I have, it's somebody who's not, versed in that kind of stuff. So it's, it's better to not dose than to dose too much of something or do something wrong or whatever. And then, who wants to worry on vacation anyway? You're on vacation, enjoy, enjoy yourself and relax. So, all right, guys. Well, thanks so much for watching. Happy reefing. Hope you guys have a great Memorial Day. Thank you so much. And like, share, and subscribe.